This is Versus Sencho, Che.sko Beatmaker, Noise, Art Form Rejects, live and direct. We're live at the prototype video shoot in Manhattan, NYC, where it all is. Got the fake blood right here, got the knives right here. No, we did not kill anybody, but either way, live in this video shoot, we just finished up and have this little interview. This is for the Down Rock Records. Shout out Simon Thompson, my dude, Canada in the building, Queens in the building, overseas in the building, you know what I mean? So, got this little thing going called Art Form Rejects, which is Versus Sencho, Che.sko Beatmaker, and Noise. You know what I mean? So, let's get to it. How did the Art Form Rejects come together? Well, a few months ago, I was in the studio. I was going through some beats, and I ran into a dude named Che.sko, yours truly right here, and he had a track which will be on the album. And when I heard it, I was just like, yo, I gotta fuck with this. This shit is hot. So I hit him up through a mutual friend directly. Heard the project, and I was just like, yo, I like this dude. I don't know who he is. Can't pronounce his name. Whatever. I was like, I guess to fuck with him. Like, yo, send me this beat. You got me directly, and from that point on, it is what it is. Because I had a project out with a producer. Well, not out. Well, I recorded the whole project, but it wasn't coming out the way I wanted it to. Because I always wanted to do an album with a producer / MC, because you know, back in the days when it was people I could see on Smooth and Gangstar and Slum Village, where it was always producers, MCs, always collaborating, coming with new funky sounds. So with Che.sko over here, once I heard more and more of his stuff, I was like, yo, let's do this. And what's funny, the name Art Form Rejects, it has real representation for both of us, because he's been rejected from shit, I've been rejected from shit, Noise too, and we just felt like, you know, we're rejected from this art form, we're all rejects, so it's like, yo, Art Form Rejects. And it just, one day, I was thinking of these terms, and the name just clicked. Of course, I Googled it to make sure nobody else had the name first, for legal reasons, and once I said, wait a minute, this is original, I like this fucking name, AL4 all day, so I said, Art Form Rejects, I hit you up with it, you was like, yeah. It's a go. Yeah, so and that was that. All right. Second question. What are the Art Form Rejects about? Well, we just quite frankly we pretty much answered that, but I'll pass it over to you. I said you're French, right?
Yeah, I'm French.
Yeah. So I guess for the French fans out there,
I'm not French. I speak French. It's not the same, you know. Can you repeat the question for me?
What are the Art Form Rejects about?
So in French?
In French.
Bon ben, comme il l'a dit juste tout à l'heure, c'est vrai que c'est né d'un beat que Verse voulait quand j'étais encore dans mon ex-team. Et c'est vrai que quand je suis parti, quand j'ai quitté, il a insisté pour avoir ce beat, et c'est vrai que bon, il m'a contacté, voilà. On a fait un morceau, 2 morceaux, on a fait 3 morceaux. Et finalement, on a dit pourquoi pas faire un EP au début. Et c'est vrai qu'à force de faire encore des morceaux, c'est devenu un LP, le Art Form Reject LP. Et d'abord, on était juste tous les deux. Et quand Noisy a aussi quitté la team dans laquelle il était avec moi, on lui a directement sauté dessus, c'est vrai. On a dit, ok, on fait un groupe à 3, Art Form Reject. Et ces 3 personnes, c'est Verse Essential, c'est Che.sko, myself, et c'est Noisy aussi. Donc c'est né comme ça, et ça peut que grandir. Donc là, on est en train de finaliser le premier LP. Il y aura 12 ou 14, 12 or 14 tracks?
Oh, 14.
Yeah, between. Et voilà, on va voir où ça va nous mener. Là, on vient de finir de faire le premier clip, prototype. Et c'est vrai que on verra, on va shooter encore plein d'autres titres. Mais pour le moment, c'est cet album-là, on va le sortir à la fin du printemps, début de l'été, quelque chose comme ça. At the end of spring.
End of spring, early summer.
Et voilà. That's it.
Alright.
I already said the same like you.
It sucks only knowing one language. I need to know more. Come on.
We have to learn more.
Damn.
More.
Your boy gotta get international. Either way, let's get right to it. What is the album Blood Written in Ink about? Well, that one I'm gonna answer. When I was writing for this project, I didn't want to sound like Verse Essential. I wanted to come out something totally different. I wanted to be morbid. I wanted to be dark and crazy because, like, I'm a big fan of the whole, like, hardcore area. Grave Diggers, RZA, Jedi Mind Tricks, all that crazy shit. And I was always a fan of all of it. And I said, I never got a chance to do an album like this where I could step out of myself and be totally different and to say the sickest shit on record and have people look at me like, what the fuck is wrong with you or whatever. Cause like I said, on my own stuff, I try to stay within certain lanes. But on this album, Blood Written in Ink, that's exactly what it is. I felt like I was stepping out of myself. It's like I was slitting my wrist on the record and it was blood. It was just Blood Written in Ink and it was just a dope title that I came with right then and there. And I just wanted something that was so different, so out there, and people looking at me like, what in the hell am I in for? And that's the thing, because the thing with being an artist is like, you can't do the same shit over and over and over. Everybody gets tired. Your fans get bored. I get bored as well too. So I always like to come with different things. So like I said, Blood Red Ink is gonna be something totally out there, and I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, I'm gonna pass the phone to you. Mm-hmm. Oh, the next question is for me. It's for your hand. All right, Verse. You tend to get us some very nice beats consistently, which I always do. What is the mindset you have as far as how the album is going to sound? The mindset that I'm in for this project is very dark. I'm the angel of death. That's the kind of frame of mind I have for this whole album. I'm talking about really crazy out there stuff. Like I said, I was a big fan, a huge fan, and still is a huge fan of like Grave Diggers, huge fan of Prince Paul, one of the best producers out there. And I always and for Prince Paul, like for example, to go from doing stuff for De La Soul and to do a sound like that was just like wow, like what is this? So with your beats, which sound totally different from what I've done, it gave me a chance to step out of myself. So this album, I'm very morbid, very dark, but it's still entertaining. I have some real stuff on this album too. Like I got a track on this album called "I Ask Myself," where it's about like my condition because I have asthma, and I talk about a near-death experience, which is real. And for me to write that song, it's like wow. Like when I wrote it, I was just like, man, this is like part of the most intimate accounts of my life that I thought I would never speak about on record. And when I heard the track, I was just like, yeah, I could go in on this. So at the same time, even though I'm more morbid and more darker on this project, it's real. It's direct. It's in your face, and that's it. So
and the next one.
This next one, yeah, answer that.
Which one?
Five.
The first one?
Five.
Ooh. Oh, and the... Yeah, but I already talked about that before.
Yeah, Simon, what's up with these questions?
What's this question?
Oh man, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna answer it. What can you take away from this project going into the next, be it solo projects or team ups? Well, I can answer this one because I got my second album come out called I'm Not Supposed to Be Here. What I can take away from this project going into my second album is that, like I said before, I got a chance to step out of myself. I got a chance to be different. I got a chance to basically say things that I know will shock people, but at the same time will entertain people because, like I said, people have all types of tastes, and you gotta be aware, try to be aware of them all because, like I said, you can't do the same shit over and over and over. People get bored. I know I do. If an artist gets boring, that stop button's getting hit real fast. So, I'm taking away a real positive experience off of this project. It's given me, honestly with Art Form Rejects, it's given me a different outlook of my own second album. Because I've been working on my second album since last year. So I'm constantly recording. I like I said, like my homeboy, and shout out Che.sko, my whole Empire Nation fan. Shout you out for saying this one comment. It always stuck with me. Every time you see me, he's like, "Yo, Verse, yo, you Tupac-ing it, man. You got all this shit out." I'm like, this is what I do. So, like I said, every project I do, I always take away a different experience, and this is a much crazier one. So I think that answers that question just like that. And the last one, I think we both can answer this one, but I'll start first. What are you guys looking at teaming up again? Forever.
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 Exactly.
He will be on my second album.
Of
He
course.
will be on two different projects.
I'll be.
And most likely, honestly, I've been thinking after Blood Red Ink, there'll most likely be another Art for Rejects, another project coming out soon. We're gonna be on other people's material, and I'm definitely, man, like I said, working with you has been a crazy and fulfilling experience, and it's just something totally different, because I know for me, I can't stand where producers, they want to do the same, they want to stay on the same lane and have the same sound and have the same vision. I'm like, yo, you gotta switch shit up. Like Prototype, for example, when I heard the track for that, I was like, wow. The kicks, the horns, the violin sample, I was like, yeah, I can get evil on this, and that's exactly what I did. Like I said, everything you see here is for the Prototype video, right down to the fake blood.
That's why we showed it.
And I had fun using this too. I mean, this it was a blast using this, but this is a motherfucker to clean though. So I was like, hey, oh well. Alright, either or. Shout out my Empire Nation fam. Che.sko, Access Immortal, Verse Essential, JD Nero, Days to Emperor, Fest Gotcha, Philly, New York City, New Jersey. Like I said, got the Foundation video coming out. Working on that tomorrow. And like I said, shout out Access Immortal, the cameraman, video director, studio engineer, photographer. I'm running out of names to put for this guy. So
that's super.
Either or. Like I said, shout out my, of course, much love to my Art for Rejects fam, Che.sko, Noise. Shout you out. Wish you could be here with us right now.
He will be with us the next time.
Next time you'll see all three of us.
For the next LP or maybe for the next video show.
Yeah, man. Like I said. But you gotta shout your people? Shout them out in French?
Yeah, it's okay. Something in French?
Yeah.
No, you said what I wanted to do, so
okay.
what I wanted to say, so it's okay.
Oh, fuck it.
You're the MC, I'm just the beat maker.
Yeah, I'm speaking. But you gotta speak too, shit.
You have to talk.